New York, where?
Then Queens Village, New York City.
And
1980.
did you work with our buddy Charlie Palmer at his restaurants there in New York?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Charlie Palmer, David Burke.
All right, so you guys met in New York. You've been hanging out in New York. What are your restaurants there?
Frankie's 457 on Court Street in Brooklyn. Frankie's 17 on Clinton Street in Manhattan, New York City, Lower East Side. And we have Prime Meat also in Brooklyn on Court Street. And we have 2 cafes, one in Manhattan and one in Brooklyn.
And I like this. This is and what with the numbers of Frankie's 457, Frankie's 17? Do those respond to maybe the addresses?
That's correct. We incorporate the address in the name, which helps people find out where the place is.
All right.
Not in the middle of Grand Central Station. It's a little bit of a destination to get to us in Brooklyn.
So you guys really have become the consummate restaurateurs in New York. Now, is this your first book that you've gotten together and worked on, or have you done this before?
Yep, no, this is the very first one, and the inspiration for it was to catalog our whole menu A to Z.
Wow.
Because we have so many requests from our customers that come in and say, how do you make the Caesar salad dressing, or how do you make the avocado and tomato salad, and how do you make this, and how do you make that, and how do I capture that real Italian flavor that you guys do? So we put in a companion and guide form and did illustrations so it would be timeless, and put it in a timeless format, and gave everybody the information from a professional's perspective with all the little production notes that you normally would want to know while you're cooking. You know, like how do you really do the garlic, or how do you really peel this, or how do you really do that from a professional standpoint, so you can get the same results and the same home style flavor in your own home time after time.
We're talking with Frank Fasinelli and Frank Castronovio. They are the 2 Frankies in the Frankie's Spuntino Kitchen Companion and Cooking Manual. Am I saying that correctly?
It's the Frankie's Spuntino Kitchen Companion and Cooking Manual.
Oh, it's good.
A little thing under it is an illustrated guide to simply the finest.
How do you kind of describe your kind of style of food?
It's high value, high quality, accessible, Italian American. It was the recipes that our grandparents came over with, and then they got changed to the American ingredients. And then somewhere during the 60s and 70s, it kind of got lost there for a little while as far as quality of ingredients, because Pathmark made the scene. Hope they're not a sponsor. And
wait a second. Who made the scene?
You know, in the 60s and 70s, the quality of goods, you know, it wasn't really paramount like it is today with your Whole Foods and the organic movement that we have right now and the farmers movement that we have now. So we basically took our grandparents' recipes, we extrapolated the recipes, we took all the ingredients and replaced them with really high quality, like, you know, organic San Marzano tomatoes and excellent mozzarella from Italy, and Sicilian olive oil that we import and we sell at Whole Foods. And, you know, all these ingredients we replaced, and we kept the technique and the spirit of the recipes intact. So you have the great flavor that you would have on that Sunday morning when you woke up and your grandmother was making that Sunday sauce, but all the ingredients are wholesome and good for you.
That sounds yummy. And you guys, obviously, your love for cooking started as young kids. You talk about your grandparents' recipes. Was it always in your life centered around the kitchen? How'd you guys both get involved in actually the food?
It started like when you were a kid. You know, Frank started out with a paper route when he was like 9, 10, 11.
Yeah.
Segued into a food operation. He worked at Durso's, which was an Italian delicatessen, and sausage and ravioli house in Queens, New York. And I worked in as a dishwasher in German delicatessens as a kid, just to make money, and then realized that, you know, this is what I really want to devote my time and energy to, and you know, took it more seriously. Obviously, you know, learned how to cook. You know, went to school, went to France, and really took it seriously as a profession, as something that, you can be passionate about, and then get the rewards in the.
I can't wait to see this book. It's going to be great. Where can we get the book? Where is it available? At bookstores everywhere? Amazon.com?
Amazon.com is carrying it. They got a great deal going on in it there. I think it's like $16.
Get it. It's the Frankie Spantino Kitchen Companion and Cooking Manual. Frank Fasinelli and Frank Castronovio. Again, it's the Frankie Spantino Kitchen Companion Cooking Manual. I'm going to pick it up at Amazon.